No, I'm not. So how you doing, guys? This is another how-to video, and welcome to the channel that brings you Mark II and Mark III content. Today is a how-to video, and we're going to be jumping back onto the Mark III Golf. And where have we come to? The king of Mark III's, Sol. The man has so many Mark III's, it's silly. You might have seen the video that came out at Christmas with his baby blue Mark III R30. And today's how-to video is we're going to be tinting those rear lights, smoking them, like kind of imitating all reds, the American style. Which ones are the American style? With the red and the... Red, black, red. Yeah. And then we're going to be imitating the American style, which is the black, red, black. He's actually got quite a rare car here, which is a Mark III left-hand drive synchro 4-door. I think the customer's going to be doing a 20 valve, and he's actually painted the car in Harlequin blue. So it looks actually quite cool. I think maybe the car could actually look quite cool as if it was all in Harlequin blue, but he's actually making a UK Harlequin. So let's just quickly walk around this and I'll show you the differences that it's got that I've noticed from your average, because quite rare seeing these synchros. So I've noticed already this firewall's a lot shorter with this little recess here, obviously where the prop shaft goes on to. Also the tower, like the tunnel where the selector goes through, is definitely a lot taller than standard. Also this rear seat thing here as well is a lot shallower than they normally are, because on some Mark III is actually hide the sub underneath here, but you can't really do that on this one. And obviously the biggest telltale sign is the shallow boot floor. It's definitely a lot more shallower. And then obviously the tank and stuff. So I think the customer's gonna be putting a 20 valve in this, but it's a really quite nice color. So let's get on to what we came here for, which is these rear lights. Okay, so this is the main reason why we're here, is to sort out these, smoke these lights and show you the process of how it's done. So as you can see, we've got 4 sets of the CLs, as they're called, and Sol's also accumulated some crystal M3s and just a clear crystal as well. So we're gonna do a few different colors here and take you through the process. So I'm getting 2 done for myself, which are gonna be basically a set of all reds and a set of red, black, red, or red smoked red, to look like the US style ones. So we're going to kind of show you bit by bit the stages that we do. I can see already we have some 600s and some water. So I'm assuming now we're just going to flatten these all.
What you do is literally just water, soap and water, 600, and just key it all up so at least the paint can adhere to it, because if it's not keyed up, the paint is not going to adhere to it, literally. That's it.
Okay, so I did my first one. I'm giving him a hand, and you can see already I haven't done it smoothly, so I need to kind of maybe go over it again. Obviously I'm learning here, but yeah, you have to make sure it's kind of matte all over. As you can see there, that bit's not matte, quite matte there. Kind of make sure, Sol was also saying, make sure you get into the underside as well, all these corners. And also if you do the black bit, it also cleans up the black bit, so that's quite a nice handy tip as well. Okay, so I've dried it off. Okay, yep, that looks a lot more even. What do you think, Sol? Does that look even?
Yeah, that's all good. Literally, because we've used water's going to be sitting in all the crevices. So literally the only way to get it out is to blow it all out, basically.
Okay, so what's next?
Literally, now it's got all like residue, water residue on it and stuff. literally spray pan wipe on it.
Just panel wipe, so it's like a thinners almost.
Just like, yeah, just a solvent cleaner basically.
Solvent, okay.
It just cleans it all off, all the little water residues and the little dirt bits on it, ready for its mask.
The cleaning process, so this is stage 1 of the cleaning,
Yeah.
and then we mask it up, and then clean it again.
Yeah, and then we're ready.
Okay, cool. So now this is the process of the masking, which is, I'll leave that to the expert, but as you can see he's done it really, really quite well all along here. This line's really smooth. So I'll let Sol carry on with what he's doing.
Thanks.
He's the man.
Yeah.
So all the reds on this side, as I've just stated, they don't need any more masking. And these are going to be the red, smoked red ones. So we have to do a bit more masking on those. Sol's going to kind of put some finishing to get the lines perfect on there. So I can see Sol has actually lined them up all on the edge. So I take it the reason why he's done that is so that he can actually get around it comfortably and smoothly. Otherwise, if you're trying to do it the other way around, obviously it's not going to work, or maybe you might not get the same kind of finish. So this is a nice little tip, is actually putting them on the edge of the table, because then you can obviously reach all the way around smoothly. Okay, so it's the first coat that's going on. Just a grip coat, he called it. Second coat going on now. So I guess this is where the skill comes in, is by putting on the coats and getting the coats on even to get the colour looking as even as possible. Okay, so second coat's done. Wait that for dry. Okay, so what we've done is Sol's done 4 coats. And in between each coat he dries it. You don't put wet on wet, that's how you get the best finish. So it's looking all good, slow and steady. So they're all looking amazingly even. He's really got skills for this. There's no way I'd be doing that. You'd have patches of light and dark, perfect. So now we're just going to dry them off and then demask it, truth peeling it off. That looks really, really good actually. So that's looking really good already actually. Do you think it look odd like that? Maybe it's not for everyone. No, we'll stick to the original plan. But actually, I quite like that in a way. So now we're masking them up, so we can get the red on the top done. It obviously doesn't need red at the bottom. And just one more headlight left. Okay, so now we're going to do the gripper coat. So how many coats of the red will we be putting on, do you think? About 3-4 coats?
6.
Oh really, as many as that? Okay, so see you in about 6 coats then. Okay, so with 3 coats in, those ones actually look really nice, the whole clear ones. And these are the original ones. They look, I'm surprised actually how red they look.
Yeah.
That stuff's really good, that spray. What, did you think you did a mistake there?
Yeah.
I could see you pausing for a minute.
Because I did the reverse, but I thought we did black on it.
Yeah, I'm surprised how red they come out. How it turns the orange so red. That's really cool.
Right.
Let's do a walk around. Sol is saying some of them are not red enough, but to me, I mean, that's my red, smoke red, and that looks red enough to me. That looks amazing. I wouldn't go any deeper actually. I think they're fine. But what do I know? So those are the all reds,
Yeah.
or my version of all reds. I'm really surprised that the amber orange literally disappeared. It literally just looks perfectly red. That spray is really, really nice. Okay, so now we're just going to wait for them to dry, and then we can just give them a coat of lacquer. So we've done, it's been a long day. This paint work takes definitely a lot longer with all the prepping. It's all about the prepping and get it all ready. Sol kind of showed us a nice few tips with, like, you know, putting the light on the edge of the corner so you can get a nice wraparound. Also, you know, sanding it, and also not putting wet on wet, drying it between each coat gives you the finish and the quality. So I think that's the key points that I've learned from this, and hopefully you guys can see with doing this yourselves. With the lacquer on this now, this looks, you know, really, really cool. I mean, the lacquer, like I've stated, he did it with a compressor and a normal spray gun, but you can get the same results with an aerosol can or a can lacquer to get the same kind of results. So just to give you guys a before and after, literally side by side. So this started out as this, as what they call the CL, normal kind of rear light, and it's turned into the US spec light. It's really amazing, the quality of the work. It looks so OEM. I mean, obviously for the keen eye, when you actually do see them side by side with an original one, maybe you'll be able to tell the difference, but 95% of people will see it on the car and think, where did he get those? Those are US spec ones. But anyway, so like I said, Sol said the easiest way to actually flat and polish these is on the car, instead of trying to wrestle with this and trying to get it on. So I'm gonna pass this over to Sol, and he can do his work. Do you want to put the plastic on this? Not really. It doesn't make a difference.
Just either side.
All right, so we've bolted this on.
Yep.
And now it's just, what paper is that? It's 2000. Okay, cool. And some soapy water. And as you can see, it's giving it kind of a matte finish again. And all the little spots, all the little dust spots have gone. So it's very light. It took maybe, what, 2 minutes actually rubbing that down to get it to the finish. And also because you don't want to rub it down too much, because you don't want to take off all the hella markings and stuff like that and flatten them off, because then it looks a bit, then it will look a bit like it won't look as original. So yeah. So he's just masking it up just in case he has the pad actually hits the paint work. It's just to protect the paint work. Okay, so the cut he's using is a fast cut 3M1.
Using a 3M.
And a 3M pad as well, the green pad.
Yep.
So it actually matches. I think it actually shows the green on here and it matches on there. And is this the only pad that you use that it needs?
Yeah, it's just a fine cut. Then you can you can give it a wax afterwards, basically.
There you go, job done. Now all it needs is just to clean that in there, but it looks with a jet wash or with a bit of a cloth, get in there. Yeah, wow. What can I say? He's done an amazing job. Hopefully you've enjoyed this how-to video. And if you need any of these kind of, even original Hellas in these two styles or the crystal ones, hit Sol up. It'll be in the description, his Instagram link and his Facebook link, but mainly he's on Instagram, so if you need anything done, he'll do them. He'll post them worldwide. To get these to Portugal and put one on the open air and put one on the Bon Jovi daily driver. I don't know which way around I'm going to do them, but yeah, really looking forward to this. So subscribe, support the channel, ding-a-ling-a-ling, click that notification bell to beat the YouTube algorithm. And keep safe.